Whitetail Podcast.
Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
It's real quiet on the other side.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, we're sitting here relaxed. We're ready to go.
Chill.
We heard that you guys are going to fire the questions today. Is that true?
We got a Cali Boys question day today.
The Cali Boy questionnaire.
Cali
boy.
questions.
Cali
That's a
questions.
little
you guys
scary
ready?
because
No.
What's your favorite part about California?
Have you been to Cali?
I've been there. It's
I've
been
been
a
there
while.
twice. That's
It's
it.
been years.
What areas have you guys been to?
We went to the coast
The
that one
first
time.
time
as a
our family went
actually.
in, we took,
Yeah.
we had 10 people in a honeybee motorhome.
In a motorhome.
And we did a
an adventure.
4-week out west
You
trip.
drove from here?
Yep.
Yeah,
and we
man.
drove out
No,
to
you did
California,
not.
down the
This
coast
is-
of California. Yeah,
I
we
think
did.
I
We
was-
went through
Oh.
Vegas,
17 or 18.
San Francisco.
So long ago.
Wow.
17 or 18 you were?
Yeah.
So what were you?
I think so.
10?
Does that sound about right?
Yeah. I was around 10 years
Yeah.
old. And the crazy story, you guys are from
been long.
San Fran or that area?
No.
Oh,
No, I know you're not.
Completely. That's insulting.
The day we were in San Fran and visited the bridge, the 1,000th person committed suicide off the bridge.
Really?
Well, that got
The
dark.
the Golden Gate
That went
Bridge?
dark
That
real
went
quick.
dark.
I didn't even
Really?
remember
Golden
that
Gate Bridge, the
detail.
1,000th
I think you
person,
made
the
that
day
up.
we
He
were there.
was
No,
only
that's
10.
the truth.
Yeah.
Wow.
The next day we read it on the news, like saw it on
That's
the news or
crazy.
read a newspaper or something. We were talking.
They knew you boys were coming in.
Yeah, he was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out. That's
No.
it. No.
Well,
So did you make it down towards like the Southern California
We
beaches?
did. We followed the coast the whole way down through to the bottom.
Down
It's
to San
beautiful.
Diego?
Yeah, all
Yeah, we
down
were in
through
San
there. Yep.
Diego. Yep.
Nice.
And then another time, I
that's
had gone
wild.
out.
That's a long ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, we're from Eric and I are from the Orange County, or Eric's from the Orange County area. I'm not too far from there, so like we were
He's LA
hunting.
County.
Yeah, LA County, but we were like Newport Beach, Huntington Beach, Laguna. So that's where we were.
That's like
at.
all the
Yeah,
expensive
so you guys probably
spots.
drove right
Other than like
through there.
Beverly Hills.
Is
and,
that close to
yeah.
the coast, though? I mean, how close?
Well, those are coastal
am.
cities.
They
Yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
those are beach cities. Yeah, so that's cool though.
Yeah, those are like some of the most expensive places. In the
What'd you think?
country.
What'd you think of it?
Pretty
What'd you think of
expensive.
Oh,
Cali?
beautiful.
It was great.
Yeah.
It's
It
different
is.
from here. So
Listen.
it was great.
It's a beautiful state. The politics just
Yep,
suck.
just kill. They kill the state.
Now
I know.
everyone knows where I stand.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
hey, you got a point though. I mean, it's
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
you got a
I'll
good
tell you,
point.
after living there our entire lives, I can say that I will never go back
Hmm.
because the
Mainly
financial
because of
aspect. the financial.
We
aspect.
still love you folks from California, especially
Yeah.
in certain parts.
It-
Right.
the thing is, it costs so much, and for young adults who are trying to start off, the average price of a property in California is
It's
$800,000.
crazy.
That's
It's-
average.
it's hard to-
crazy.
It's hard. It blows my mind
is.
because plus the income,
Mm-hmm.
the income tax.
It's
What is the
It's
percentage?
crazy.
It's like ridiculous.
I was paying a lot.
Yeah.
It's bad.
How much did you
Yeah.
pay last? Just give me round it
Yeah.
off to the nearest dollar.
50%.
Yeah. Show me your tax
That's
returns.
just crazy.
So
No.
even here, southeastern Pennsylvania, I mean, it's politics they're corrupt. I mean, you know, our capital's Harrisburg.
That's
and We're in the
politics.
top 10
Yeah.
most corrupt nations.
Really? I don't even know that, yeah.
States in the union, I should say.
Wow.
And it's just the corruption. The coastal areas get a little bit more that way.
Yeah.
Middle America, there's still some of the finest folks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I love Pennsylvania. I love the fact that you're
Pennsylvania's
hours.
amazing.
This
I
area,
love it.
you're a couple hours from the beach. You're a couple hours
Yeah.
from rugged mountains.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're close to major cities.
Yeah.
I know for you guys, it probably doesn't seem busy here, but for us, it feels like over the years, last 20 years, traffic
Been
has
getting busier
really,
for you?
really
Really.
picked up.
for sure.
Everyone's just moving out east.
You have a lot of people moving here from New York and New Jersey.
Over
Or west,
COVID,
sorry.
especially,
Yeah.
a lot of
ton of
people
people.
moved into
Yeah.
the area out of New York City
Yeah.
or New York.
Coming
and-
down.
Yeah.
New York and New Jersey specifically.
But
a lot of
honestly,
people.
a lot of people have gotten out of California.
Yeah.
A lot.
I believe
They've
it. I
all
don't know how they
moved.
afford to live there.
Yeah, and now Texas
Honestly.
is like they all like went to Texas, to Boise, to Utah. Now those states are just like completely out of
Yeah,
control
it's
now
wild.
too. So it's just like
It's crazy.
keeps coming further and more further out this way, I think. But
But
yeah,
it's crazy.
But on
stuff.
that track,
mm-hmm.
let's get into a real question.
It's gonna just
Fire the questions because
So,
Bring it.
we're
Q&A
gonna
will have the answers. I probably won't.
So we're going to be spitfiring some of these questions. So it's kind of like a little spitfire podcast that I want to do. I'm going to take some of these questions. We have a little collection, a list of them, and just give a quick little summary to the questions. Or we can dive in if we want to, but we'll kind of bounce back and forth.
you can
between the two of
you can expand on them too.
Do we have a pass button? If we don't like a question, we can hit pass.
Yeah, sure if you want. Yeah.
So
Um,
let's.
You want me to start? Or you want to start?
You
I'll
start.
just go
You
for the
go
first
ahead.
one.
Yeah.
Who took you out on your first hunt? And I think you might have guys you guys have touched on this already, but I don't remember. Who took you out your very, very first time that you can remember?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been Dad, I believe.
Yeah, our
Right?
dad.
I mean, that for me, it would have been my dad.
He definitely
Yeah.
introduced us to hunting. Give him the credit for that.
How old?
Yep.
He started taking us, I think, like when we were old enough to hunt, 12, 13, right?
Yeah, you guys
and
were saying
again,
you were young.
back in those days, there was no mentor program in Pennsylvania, so you had to be 12 to hunt,
Yeah.
if I remember
Mhm.
correctly.
Oh, you had to be a certain age.
Yeah, you had to, and I think that's when I would have went out a time or two at 12, but not anything serious.
Now,
a few
hunt-
times.
A certain age to hunt, meaning to kill.
Correct.
Okay, but you could
Correct.
like your
You
kid.
could
You
go
could
along,
take your kids as
absolutely.
young
Yeah.
as
But, you know, we come
Yeah.
from a family of 7. There's 4 boys. So, you know, you're not dragging 4 boys in the woods. So you're like, you got to
Yeah.
wait till you're a little bit older before you come out because
That's
you got to
true.
kind of
Very
get the
true.
one ahead of them
Wait in line.
on their own, wait
Yep.
in line.
Mhm.
wait in line.
Even for my kids, all 3 of my kids are showing interest in hunting. So they're kind of like, wait in line. You got to be
Yeah.
old enough to get out there.
Okay.
Was it your guys' dad who taught you how to track kind of like the right way and like understand that, or was that something where you guys just kind of got into hunting as brothers and started figuring that out?
I mean, I would say Dad got us into got us to fall in love with the cabin experience, the
Mhm.
northern Pennsylvania mountains, and hunting. But he didn't do any kind of serious strategic
Tracking or
hunting.
anything? Yeah.
It was just hanging out,
we
going
weren't
to
even
cabin,
paying
going out in the
attention
woods,
to the wind.
Mhm.
sit down and look for a spot where you could see far and hunt.
Where
Yeah.
where did you grow up? I guess, or where was his area?
It's close to where we are up there now.
The cabin.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
cabin
okay.
he built as a young man right after he was married, or a few years after, was 15 miles from where we're at now.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And
So
it's
you were up
really
there.
neat
something like
because we know a lot of other folks that have camps up in that area.
Yep.
So I have 2 cousins that just bought or built camps within 15 minutes of
Oh,
us. So
nice.
it's like, it's really cool to
That's,
be able to
that's
go up there
amazing. Have
Yeah.
family.
and go see family. And the
Yeah.
one cousin's from South Carolina,
Yeah.
just a total country boy from down there. So we have a blast. He you know, we go to his place, he comes to our place. So it's special.
And we
It-
stopped by like I don't know if you're related to him, but we stopped by another cabin. So it
Yeah,
seems
he
like
wasn't
everyone
been a
up there is,
relative, but an old friend.
everyone knows
Old
each
friend.
other
Yeah.
up there and
and
stuff.
you guys will meet our cousins for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, they're a trip. You'd like them for sure.
if
That's cool. No, that's
they're like you guys, I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
We'll leave
Don't
it.
take
Next
that.
question.
Yeah,
Pass.
next
Yeah.
question.
And then
acquired taste.
so we were almost predominantly rifle hunting.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
will go over that week of hunting season. It was like a big
Mhm.
deal. I remember Dad used to go up Friday or Saturday and stay till like Wednesday, and so it was a fun time. And then it wasn't until my early teens that he kind of got me into archery hunting a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have
Did
expressed
he archery
interest-
hunt?
He did.
Some.
He
A
shot
little
some
bit.
deer in archery. But I
Okay.
remember like I said, that first mature buck I saw in archery. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna love.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
cool. So he didn't actually live up there, but he built something up there, and you guys would
Right.
like you do now.
he
Mhm.
built
and some
something
of
with
his
a couple
friends.
nephews.
Yeah,
His 2
exactly.
nephews
Okay.
and him built a cabin. So they built that. I'm gonna say right around 50 something years ago. They built that cabin up in the mountains
Nice.
out of
Just
old
a
barnwood.
simple
Is this
little cabin,
still up
no
there?
electricity. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's still there.
Eric was there.
You-
Really
oh,
It's
yeah.
a
steep
real
driveway.
cabin.
That's
New
you
owner?
know, baby.
Gas lights, no electric.
We need to take them up that driveway in the
no
wintertime.
official plumbing.
In the
Oh,
winter,
wow.
I was scared
Grab
going
it
up with
full
this
of
guy
water.
driving.
It is
when we went.
terrifying in the wintertime.
I bet.
Steep up. There's a hairpin turn. There's no guardrails.
It's
I
just
mean, I don't know how many vehicles
Oh,
were
really?
wrecked
Not
on that
right.
cabin lane
No
in
way.
the winter. Oh, there's a number
So
of them.
our
Wow.
oldest brother, Dathan, he lives up in upstate New York now. He was going up this cabin lane in the wintertime, starts sliding backwards, and you know the old Jimmies?
Yeah, it was or was it an
And-
S10 Blazer?
This,
Yeah, it was
this
a Jimmy.
side
Uh-huh.
just drops off, and he went right over and rolled the thing right
No.
off the side of the mountain.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway,
That's rough.
many stories on that
Good
driveway.
memories anyway.
Do you guys remember the first weapon in your arsenal that was either given to you or that you bought? And you said you predominantly started with rifle season, so I'm assuming it was probably
Yeah,
a rifle
so
of some sort.
I think for me, I think our dad had a collection of guns. I mean, every country boy
Yeah.
needs basically a 22, a shotgun, a rifle, a handgun, and a bow.
okay.
That's
in an
kind of the
RPG.
Do you remember what
An
you
RPG.
used first?
An
The
RPG,
first
yeah.
gun I would have used was Dad's lever action 30-30.
Okay. Yeah, I
Um,
know what that is.
Open
Forgot
sights,
about
no
that gun.
no scope or anything, just
Mhm.
old
Yep.
open iron sights. That's the first gun I would have used. And when I was older, I think it's 16. Yeah, I think I was 16. Dad bought me a 270 pump action rifle
Oh, nice.
for a Christmas or birthday. I don't remember what it was, but that was the
How
first
old were
gun
you?
I owned.
What a
I think
Christmas
it's
gift.
16.
I love that.
16?
So
Yeah.
he bought all of us, except for me. I think.
Yeah.
I think he bought the oldest 3 rifles.
Well, he did Dathan. I don't know if he did
I think that's
Laverne.
why I got the game commission.
It was kind of the ones
gun.
that hunted, but yeah, I'm not sure how that was. But that was my first gun that I would have owned.
Okay.
So you're
So-
16. You had that. How old do you think you were?
So at some point, we were big on the 270 rifles.
Yeah.
That's still what I use because it's just tradition. I bought my son a 270. Actually, really cool story. My dad's nephew Amos, who would have been, he's my uncle. It's kind of anyway. He
All good.
no
Redneck
so
and
it-
knives.
yeah, a little bit of redneck. So he actually died of cancer. So my dad, or his dad, gave it to my cousin,
Mhm.
who then recently gave it to me. So I gave it to my son. So it would have been my dad's. It would have been my cousins, and then my
Yeah,
son
that's-
has
explain
it.
to them how Dad owned it and then sold it to him.
Our dad owned it, and he sold it to his nephew Amos.
And then it came back around and,
And
he
then
bought it
his
again
son
years
got
later.
it after he passed away from cancer. And then recently, he doesn't hunt. He lives up in Maine or
Mhm.
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So he called me and said, "Hey, I got this gun. Your dad used to own it. My dad owned it. I don't ever use it. You want to give it to your son?" So
That's
my
awesome,
son
that's
man.
has it.
cool.
That's so cool.
That's so
And the
cool.
first, both years since, he shot a buck with it.
Really?
That's
So it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gave it to Tristan
Special.
on what his birthday, 15,
yeah, his
14?
his birthday last year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
What?
So I don't remember the exact gun, but I think it would have been a rifle or 22. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
some sort of
Oh, yeah.
rifle.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
What
great.
mistakes did you make on your first hunt that you still remember? Is there an embarrassing moment or something from your youth that you remember one of your first hunts that you're like, oh man, like I messed up?
I think for me, the big one for me wasn't so much a thing of messing up as much as just fear. Like I don't remember the first hunt with my dad, but I remember the first time going out on my own in the dark and hiking a mile back in the pitch dark.
Oh, yeah.
And I was terrified. And so I'm walking back through this ravine that we call the Kevin Hollow.
Yeah.
And I'm walking back through there and pitch dark, and a doe snorts like right in front of me and jumps out of its bed. I almost wet my
Oh,
pants.
yeah.
I mean, it scared me really bad. But I know that the big mistake we made back then was access and wind.
Yeah, it was just not knowing how to hunt properly.
Right. Yeah.
And it was a whole different thing back then. We just went up, enjoyed the cabin life, the hunt camp,
Yep.
vibe or
Lifestyle.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Go out in the woods, sit in a spot where you can shoot for a while, ways out across the mountain and
Mhm.
just have fun. It was
Getting
a
up,
whole different style than archery hunting.
yeah,
Yeah.
getting up at 4:00 in the morning with everybody making coffee, getting dressed, and heading out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think we might have said this already, but it fits into this perfectly. What was your first kill? Do you remember your first kill?
Mine would have been like as far as a deer.
Or just your
Just
yeah,
in-
yeah,
it would've
or
been
just
a-
in general.
It
I
would have
guess
been a
that's
doe.
yeah.
I would have shot a doe.
Yeah.
But you don't
I think-
remember it?
Like, did you hunt rabbits or something?
shot
Like
quite a
as
few
kids?
doe.
We did a little bit of small game hunting, but
Yeah.
not very little. My first deer, I think, was a doe, or I can't remember if it was a doe or that little 5-point I shot. I'm not sure. 100%,
I think I remember you
but
saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do need to bring my lamp in though, that my dad made out
You
of the
talked
feet.
about
I
that
need to
several
bring that
times.
along.
Oh, from your first kill.
The first doe I shot, Dad got a lamp made
Oh, that's cool.
with the feet of the
Yeah.
deer.
Nice.
So I need to bring that sometime.
That'd be sweet.
It'd
We'll
Put it
cool to
right here,
put in the corner.
centerpiece. or
Yeah,
something.
let's put it up on
center-
something.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
that's a cool memory I have from back in the day.
And then, do you guys have any close calls that have been kind of dangerous ever? And I don't know how I would define that.
Almost fallen from a tree.
Or, I mean, I don't even know.
It's
That was just a question that
just
popped
some-
up in
just
my
something.
head.
that's
One
a
thing-
great
tell me something
question.
dangerous.
Probably the most dangerous thing I can think about is we talking about Kevin Hollow is a big public area that we hunted in. It was a big hollow that goes out through for 2 miles. We hunted with some friends that one morning. It was complete dark, pitch black. We're all carrying our rifles,
Mm-hmm.
stepping over branches through the creeks, slipping and sliding over through the snow all the way out through there. We get out to our spot and figure out that those 2 guys went all the way out there with us with their safeties off and their
Oh,
rifles.
no.
Really?
Loaded with the safety off.
We were like, you gotta
Oh,
be kidding me.
man.
And like just because of what you're walking through and like
Yeah,
guns
like-
waving everywhere or what?
There's a group of us walking together, slipping through the snow, stepping over
Oh,
stuff, and their
geez.
safeties are off.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
one
ain't
little
good.
slip and these guns are misfiring.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have any big stories.
I dropped like 3 or 4 feet one time on a climber. This was years ago. One of the first times I had used a climber, but I don't remember a lot of
Nothing crazy.
I don't remember
Nothing.
a lot of close
Yeah, I wouldn't
calls.
say I would have
Scary.
either.
This
No,
is
I mean, it was something our dad, he drilled into us with safety. I mean, if we would have been caught coming in the house or inside the cabin with a loaded rifle,
Oh yeah, that
Oh.
was,
it wouldn't have been funny. Like it
Yeah.
would have been a big deal. So it was drilled into us safety.
yeah, he did a good job with that, I would say.
nothing
That was-
like other hunters like hearing a bullet by you. Like you,
No, I mean, in our general region, we know of somebody a number of years ago that was shot. The bullet actually ricocheted off like a fence. It was kind of
oh man,
That's crazy.
It was a pretty wild situation, but it ricocheted off of a barbed wire fence. It was obviously kind of towards that person and actually hit the person.
wow.
Is that the one where they're doing the deer drive?
Yeah, they were doing
Yeah.
deer drives, which can be kind of
That's when
dangerous
it's
if they're not
more-
organized.
That's the most dangerous time when
A
you have
lot of
guys
people.
lined up
Yeah.
driving through. Then you have standers that are waiting for the deer to be pushed, and if you don't know where people are and
Man,
a
that's
deer runs
wild.
across, you can shoot in the
Yeah,
line.
latter parts of the
That could
season.
be pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Towards
I'm
the
good.
end of the season, a lot of guys will work together, get 15, 20 guys, and you set up along one side with the shooters, and then guys go through and push from the other side
Mhm.
yeah.
to try to push the deer. It's actually a lot of fun. It's not something that I'd really prefer to do much of, but
We did that
You have a
bear
good-
hunting more than we
Yeah.
did deer
Yeah.
hunting.
I see.
Was
Okay.
there one moment you guys ever thought about quitting hunting?
That's a good question.
I did quit hunting for a while.
yeah, I mean,
mean-
it was a lifestyle though. It's like you don't really consider, like, you don't stop, getting up, getting dressed in the morning or going to work. It's just what you do.
And then life gets in the
It's
way.
kind of a
sometimes.
lifestyle, but yeah, like we talked about it before. I believe, like, we both have businesses and you're raising young families and you go through phases where it's really difficult. And I think
Yeah.
that's another big barrier of entry for people is life gets in the way. People get busy.
Takes a lot of time.
Takes
Yeah.
a lot of time, takes a lot of money, upfront costs to get into it. So that's definitely a difficult piece.
And
of
even
it.
the
That's fair.
opportunity, like we talked about before, we just felt like we didn't have a great place to hunt for a while.
Yeah.
We're really busy, not a great place to hunt, which was an excuse. We had all kinds of land. If we'd have applied ourselves in this state game land, we could have found places to hunt.
Yeah.
But just the busyness, and I don't know. Yeah, I didn't hunt for a number of years till my kids started getting me back into it.
How many years did you stop hunting for?
Oh man, it was probably from when I was probably 18 to, I don't know, when did you get back into hunting? 10,
I never really quit.
15 years ago probably.
Oh,
I've
really?
always
15.
rifle hunted. I might have missed a year or two here and there.
You
but
did
I would
more than
always
I did.
rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But archery hunting, again, fall was my busiest time of the year running a business, having a contracting business. So that took me out of the game for a while, just trying to get that off the ground, raising a young family.
Yeah.
But then once you kind of we got established, we really dug back into it.
And
I mean,
what made you
What's that?
What made you decide to stop for your time period?
Well, just like we said, just
Just
the busyness
life.
of life. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Life came in.
got
and-
married, started having kids, just so many other things
Yeah.
going. And again, didn't have a great place to go. I mean, and that's an excuse, of
And
course.
you were really
Yeah.
wrapped into sports.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I just
You're-
had
you're
all
always-
kinds of things going.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's tough to get out there.
I mean,
I
that's
just
really,
remember, Gerald, I remember growing up and all he was on was going to hockey games,
Yeah.
baseball games, volleyball games,
yeah, I'd
football
go
games.
one night from
Yeah. He
volleyball
played
to
every
football
league,
to hockey.
every sport
sometimes.
you could
local
think of.
league in the book.
One night.
That's
That's
wild.
great.
But yeah, I mean, then my boys started I mean, it's been really the last 6 years since we had our property that I really got into hunting big, more than I ever did before.
So
I'm not a big professional hunter. I feel like I'm learning a lot too. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
learning
that's
a ton.
good. So are we.
So
You boys are teaching
That's
us.
why we're here, baby.
So this might be not a loaded question, but obviously your dream, you guys have, I think in my eyes, accomplished it with your cabin. That's a dream location to hunt. You guys get to hunt there whenever you want. Is there a dream location to hunt? Anywhere. Could be anywhere.
So a dream hunt or a dream location?
I guess
Like
dream
you're
location
saying-
you've always wanted to go to, just to experience it.
that's a good question.
So there's so many different things you can hunt, right? I think it'd be a lot of fun to do an archery elk hunt, although I'm not a big fan of like the guided hunts, which
You
I'm sure I'll
touched on
do
that
sometime.
before, yeah.
I would love to just go out of public land and wing it myself.
I don't know if I could return that Christmas
yeah,
present.
I'll accept. But no, I dream location. I mean, for me, there's something specifically special about the whitetail deer. There's
Yeah.
no question about that.
Mhm.
For me, even thinking about going on an elk hunt, it doesn't have quite the appeal.
Mhm.
But there's so many different big game species and small game that you can go after that it would be fun to just experience sometime. But I don't really have a dream destination.
How was like hunting in Canada or something? Do they hunt
I've
up
done
in
a lot
Canada?
of fishing
Oh,
in
for
Canada.
sure.
Do they?
Yeah,
And like for me too, like there's definitely way better places to hunt than where we hunt.
100%.
But
Sure.
because of our history with the area,
Yeah.
it's
It's like a dream.
yeah,
Just
it is.
Dream
I
come
mean,
true.
it's a place we grew up on. It's one of my favorite places
Yeah.
there is. So I'm just attached to the area too.
Mhm.
So it's where I love to be and love to hunt. But again, there's better places to hunt.
Yeah.
And I would love to experience some of them other places. But for us to have a cabin, this is where I would
Oh,
prefer
yeah.
to be.
I
This
agree.
is what we're used to.
Yeah, hunting the
it's
big
nostalgic.
woods is again the challenge.
Yeah.
And I've always had a dream for sure of having a camp with a property. I never thought we could have quite the amount of acreage we have. We got very fortunate there. A lot of things just aligned and the Lord allowed it to be possible. But I would like to even have more land.
Yeah.
I'd like to hunt.
10,000
Myron
acres.
I would
wants
definitely-
more land. That's-
I would
Yeah.
like to hunt more states for sure.
More states. Okay.
I've hunted a
Mhm.
couple different states. I'd like to hunt more. I'd like to move out to the Midwest more, get into more of that. I'd like to do some more, mountain hunting in Colorado. And there's
Oh, that'd be
different
cool.
places. Yeah, I'd like to get out. I mean, elk hunting definitely, archery elk definitely has an
Back
appeal.
to the West Coast.
yeah.
Yeah,
Back
exactly.
back to the west.
So we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see where,
Yeah.
where things go, but we're definitely putting more into it. We're definitely getting back into it, and we've got back into it really fast. Like
Mhm.
even
Yeah.
when we bought and built the camp and the cabin up there and bought the land, I didn't think we would go at it quite as hard as we did.
Yeah.
But every year I just got more excited,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the excitement hasn't
More
slowed.
fun.
Yep.
Everything.
The
Just feel like
excitement
just
hasn't
learning.
slowed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
more
anything in
opportunities you have, and the more you get things set up, and the more you even learn how to hunt, it's just
Yeah.
more fun.
anything in Maine? It's kind of its own little thing out there.
As far as
Hunting?
hunting,
Yeah.
Maine has
Oh,
hunting.
Maine has
Oh,
hunting?
for
You know,
sure.
you do a lot of stalk hunting where you get on a track of a deer. That's their primary hunting because there's a much lower concentration or deer density.
Mhm.
There's less deer, so guys do a lot more. They get on a trail or a track in the snow, and they'll track them for 5 miles and keep looping around.
Oh,
trying
so
to
yeah,
shoot.
that's a lot.
that's
some
fun.
rugged, huge tracts of wilderness in Maine. They've
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
some really.
And you run into the moose and everything up there. I did a fly fishing trip here 2 summers ago up there with my cousin lives up there, and that is
Oh,
a
nice.
lot of fun. Beautiful country up there.
Yeah, you like fishing. You guys like fishing too, obviously.
I'm not a huge fisherman. You probably are more than I am. I mean, I enjoy it, but I don't get
Yeah.
into it too much.
I do
There's
wanna
too many
ice
things
fish,
to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, ice fishing.
Ice fishing,
You know,
yeah.
that's one thing I never got into either. And every year I'm like, I'm gonna go. I have buddies that have places and they go.
Why
Yeah.
don't we go this
So
year?
let's go this year.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
We'll show some
Speak some
guys
good
how to do
content.
it.
Yeah,
I
that'd
don't know
be
how to
really
do it
cool.
either, but I have friends that know how to do it.
yeah.
Maybe that's the video. A bunch of amateurs
Yeah,
going
yeah.
out there.
Well, that one lake on the way up to our cabin there's often shacks out on that
Yeah.
lake.
Does
People
that
ice
freeze?
fishing.
Oh yeah.
Can you skate? Can we skate on it?
You probably could. I'm sure the ice isn't great with all the snow and stuff melted.
yeah.
into
Myron
it,
and
but
I will just sit from the side and watch you guys fall
No, you
in.
boys are skating too.
We can get you in on some Amish.
I can find you some pond hockey
or
around
pond
here this
hockey.
winter.
Dude, that's my dream. That's
Is
my
it?
dream.
You wanna do
yeah.
pond hockey?
Yeah, I'm
We'll
doing
do that.
pond hockey.
That's
this,
on the
That's a
bucket
big
list,
thing around here.
I love to
Pond
hear
hockey
that,
is
yeah.
a big thing.
There's
Great.
a number of the Amish farms around here. You'll see homemade ice rinks. We'll put plywood
So
around for
cool.
the boards.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh,
I mean,
can't
it's
wait.
some years they barely get to use them because of the weather, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
We are
Awesome.
now on to the hockey podcast. Thank you guys for
Yeah.
joining.
Thanks to Hayden.
Different
Yeah.
direction. Sorry, guys.
Rabbit trail that was.
yeah.
So another one that I have. What piece of gear do you think has changed hunting for you? Is there a specific piece that the second you used it, doesn't matter what it is, that you were like, this changes the game for me, and you feel like it's really made a difference?
Well, I mean, I would say trail cameras.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's
I mean,
one of the biggest
Trail
things.
cams,
I
yeah.
would say
Trail
trail
cameras
cameras are
change.
near the top of that list. But I
I'm
would say
trying to think
also
what
the
else.
lightweight gear like the saddles and the hang-ons.
Yeah.
These
You just got a new saddle
hang-ons-
that's crazy light.
Well,
Well, it's a
that's
hang-on
That's
tree
a mobile
stand.
hang-on
Yeah.
stand. But just having equipment that's that light and small that you could pack on your back and go out 2 miles is game changing. Because
It's a game
the old
changer.
tree stands we used to use were climbers, and they weighed what 15, 20 pounds.
You know, interestingly
yeah.
enough,
Just crazy. And now these are
coincidentally-
5
Yeah.
pounds.
I have one at the cabin.
Yeah, you got to see that.
You should
thing.
see the way the old tree stands. I'll show
Oh.
you a photo of this thing. We'll put it maybe the next podcast.
Talk about a death trap.
It's just like a
Man.
piece of board
Holy
with
cow!
straps. You strap your feet in and you hug the tree and you pull yourself up the tree.
Oh, really?
All you old timers watching, you'll know exactly what tree stand I'm talking about. I have one at the cabin. I can show these guys.
That thing's
man.
insane.
But
People
the
hunt
equipment, the
Out of
gear
that.
for packing way back in has changed and increased dramatically.
Yeah, much more
That's
efficient.
awesome.
The quality is awesome now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But
That opens
also-
up possibilities that you didn't have before. If you go far, you just had to find something on the ground.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're dragging 40, 50 pounds of gear back in.
But
Mhm.
endless gadgets that are completely unnecessary.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So from here, we just finished up with the normal question round. I want us to do a spitfire question round for our remaining 5 minutes that we have. So for this, I want us to just go back and forth on questions. You guys give quick, brief answers to them.
Running short on time.
Is
it
that
sounds
possible? Quick and brief.
Let's do it.
We're
All
gonna
right,
try.
I got
Fire
one.
away.
We'll make an
Uh,
attempt at brief.
What's the best way to cook deer meat, and what's the best dish you've cooked with it?
It depends on the cut. Sometimes a smoker, sometimes a grill, sometimes in the pan.
But probably back straps are typically the.
the best cut or the
tastiest
best
cut.
way to cook it, you said?
Best way to cook it.
Best
Gotcha.
way to. It depends on the
It
cut.
depends on
I'm
the
not
cut.
a
Sometimes stovetop,
Ask him.
sometimes the smoker, and sometimes the grill.
What's your favorite dish? Just pure
The back
meat?
strap is the best, in
Okay.
my opinion.
Cool.
Good question.
Thank you.
No, yeah, back
You
straps.
agree?
Yep.
I'll let him cook it. I'm not a great cook. Throw it on the.
The heart,
On a
heart
smoker.
is extremely good.
Yeah.
That's the best
I
option.
love the heart sliced, boiled and sliced.
I'm not a Heart fan, but I'll stick with back
Yeah.
straps.
What's the longest either of you have gone without seeing a deer during a hunt or a season?
Like
Oh,
multiple.
boy.
I've gone multiple hunts. I've gone easily 7, 8 plus hunts without seeing a deer.
I don't even know how many. I mean, just this season, I've went 6 sits without seeing. I've seen some on the way in.
Really?
But from a tree stand, I'm now going 6 sits without seeing a deer.
But as we've improved our skills exponentially,
That's about to change.
we're seeing
Mhm.
deer more and more. I mean, I think last couple years it was very rare there was more than 2 consecutive sits without seeing deer.
Yeah, during the rut, man, there's times we'll see 15, 20 deer.
Yeah.
It just depends on the situation.
Yeah. Hunting the big woods again is completely different than hunting fields and
For
edges.
sure.
Furthest kill and distance that you guys recorded for each of yourselves, if you
With a bow
record
or
that.
a rifle?
Both.
Maybe both, yeah.
Oh, man, I have no idea what the. Oh, boy. I mean, with a bow, I've never shot anything more than 25 yards.
All
Probably.
right. There you go.
Yeah,
I
so
mean-
I know it's pretty specific. What about a rifle? You usually would have shot something at 100
That's a
yards
good
plus.
Oh, yeah, probably. But, man, I don't remember the farthest,
Mhm.
honestly.
Okay. Pretty
I
far.
would
Just
guess
say far.
150 yards or
Just say
anything.
far.
Just say far, yeah.
I mean, in the big woods,
a
we
mile.
don't have a lot of huge distances where it's open.
Right.
That's right.
It's more
It's fair.
mountains and thick. So probably 150 yards
Okay.
is my guess.
All right.
That's a guess, though.
Yeah, I snuck up a point one time in rifle season, and I shot across. It was a very open edge, and I shot almost 200 yards. It's kind of a luck shot because it was free-handed. So I shouldn't say kind of. It was a luck shot, but I've shot multiple deer at 150 yards, which
Nice.
is very
Mhm.
easy with a rifle.
Yeah.
And then I'd say for a crossbow, I think 47, 48 yards is the farthest I shot, and then around 40 something yards with a compound.
Yeah.
Actually, the buck I shot last year was
That was a good 40,
was
wasn't it?
46 or 7 too. Yeah.
But it was
Nice.
the crossbow.
No,
that
the
one.
2
Oh,
years
last year
ago
you
was
got it. You're right, you're
was a
right.
com- was a crossbow was like around
Yep.
50, a little under.
Okay.
50.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is a hunting tradition your guys' family has that you still keep alive? Do you have any?
Oh yeah,
I mean, buck season, you
yeah.
mean?
So the brothers and the nephews all go up for opening weekend of rifle season,
Nice.
and that's the tradition we've been doing now for quite a few years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
We started the old camp that you've been to.
Yep.
My cousins and cousins and second
Nephews.
cousins and nephews
Yeah.
were going to this other one, and it was getting really full. So we were going the second weekend as a tradition. But yeah, the brothers and nephews go up over the first week of rifle.
Is I know it depends like what the deer are doing at the time, but is night hunting a thing?
No, you're not legally allowed to.
Oh,
hunt
you're
at
not
night.
legally
You can
allowed.
hunt like coyotes and some
Okay.
predators
Yeah.
like
The
that.
official-
No doe or buck.
There's actually official times for hunting. You're allowed to shoot a half hour before sunrise,
After sunrise,
and it closes a half hour
Before.
after sunset.
Got it.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
so you look up whatever the official sunset time is in that area,
Yeah.
and 30 minutes
30
past
minutes
that
past
is
it.
closing.
yeah.
Is official closing time for that evening. So you
And
can't
if sunsets
nighttime
at
hunt.
7, you can hunt. You can shoot until 7:30.
You can't use a
Got it.
light. You can't. It has to be during the daylight
it.
hours.
Yep.
Cool.
Got it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Then so let's get one more question in there. Hayden, if you want to final this thing up, one more question, and then we send the viewers off.
Question from myself? Sure.
For
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
For them.
I like this question because it's different layouts. What's the well, I know what the difference is, but strategically, what's the main difference between Ray's and your cabin? Because Ray's, I've been there, he has his spot and he has some open field.
Mm-hmm.
And yours, you're pretty closed off right away. You have different points that you go out to,
Mm-hmm.
but does close range, I guess. I don't know if they ever come in there and as far as Ray's property, but what's
Yeah, he'll shoot them from that crow's nest he built. He built a
Yeah.
really, really cool crow's nest on the top of his cabin.
Yeah, he did.
And then he is like fields down below. And then his lane kind of goes up into the woods each way. Where ours, the woods is right up against our cabin.
Yeah.
And we have kind of two big tops that are L-shaped. And like I said, his is a lot of meadow that goes up into the woods. We have a little more acres than he does, and we have more wooded area.
And we have smaller food plots kind of spread out over the property.
His are kind of down
We
right
have
below
more
the
from
right
camp.
there.
ag
Yeah.
down in the middle, right?
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
every
not
single
ag, but-
layout, every single habitat layout or, plan that you set up for your property is different based on the property, based
Right.
on the mountains, based on the,
You work with your proproperty.
yep, everyone is,
Mhm.
every
Yeah.
design is going to be different.
Cool.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
I love it.
Thank you guys again
Yeah.
for answering the questions. This
Yeah.
has been
awesome.
another amazing episode of Big Wood Whitetail.
And then
And-
next time we'll have to come up with the questions and fire at them.
Yeah, give us some.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
give
We'll
us
do
some
trivia
questions.
questions. Say, what would you do in this scenario if a buck does this? Or
Oh,
you have,
God.
and see what they would say.
Right.
I would-
right.
See how much they're
I-
listening.
I would call Myron and be like, hey, what do I
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
And the plan is to still bring you
Not
guys
that.
more field content, right?
Yeah.
We're working towards that.
Yeah,
We're
we gotta
things
get out
set up
there.
in place, but that's coming as well.
Mhm.
So we'll plan for ourselves to get up there again soon with you guys. I don't know when you're going, but
Absolutely.
We're going shortly.
Every
It's coming-
weekend
it's coming up, the
every
rut, right?
extended
November?
weekend from now to the end.
November 1st,
Yep.
around that
And-
time.
And again, if you can get tree stands, that's the best scenario. But
Yeah.
if you use a crossbow, there's some places on the ground you can hunt too. So it's
Yeah.
not.
We'll be ready.
Yep.
Sweet.
We'll be ready.
Awesome. Sounds
Thank
good,
you guys
man.
again.
Good
God
times.
bless.
Thanks, guys.